Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a video talking about the next Xbox, the Xbox One. It was announced today. The press conference went pretty well. I think it went better than Sony's did. They actually showed what the console looked like, so that's pretty nice. But they didn't show games. I mean, they showed Call of Duty Ghosts, but they only showed like a live movie in-game. They didn't really show gameplay. But they did show like character models and stuff like that. So it wasn't all bad. It went pretty well. I watched the press conference. It was like an hour long, and then I watched it on Spike TV. That's another thing I think they had over Sony, that they actually put it on television. I watched it on television, and after it was over, a guy from Spike was actually able to go around. Dead. There was a guy that was on Spike TV going around actually and started, showing like the controller, did some close-ups. You actually, in the background of one of the videos, you actually saw one of those zebra-striped Xbox, I guess, Durangos, which was what they were called before the One, and the zebra-striped controllers, which was pretty cool because that was what the rumor was, that they were out. There were development models out, but they were zebra patterns so that you could know who released the leaked images, and that way you could then fire that person. Because each console would have a different pattern, and so would each controller, and it'd be linked to the people that they gave them to. So they showed the Xbox console itself, they showed the Kinect 2.0, and they showed the new controller. The new controller looks pretty much the same. The only thing that's different I saw was there's a little more grip around the controller, and the sticks, the analog sticks. And the D-pad is a little different, where it actually has, the D-pad's a little different, where it doesn't have the diagonal areas anymore, and it just looks like a plastic plus symbol. And you cannot push the diagonals anymore. So if you want to push diagonally, you have to probably push up and right or left at the same time, which makes sense. But because they kind of improved it, I feel, with this, in the sense that let me see if I can get these guys. They improved it in my opinion because the D-pad here is really unreliable for fighting games, and it kind of sucks. And trying to use an analog stick is even worse. I'm probably not even calling it a thumbstick, whatever you want to call it. Analog stick, that's what I just call it for some reason. I don't know. They seem to improve the D-pad on it. It looks nice. Double kill. Okay, the thing I didn't like is that they didn't show much gameplay. Let me get that coming, and I'll put that right there. They didn't really show much gameplay. They showed, what the fucking console looked like, which is pretty, it's good to know what, you're actually buying. They didn't show any games. They said they're gonna have, like, the video game portion of it to kind of be released at E3, which seems like a good idea. I mean, it's a big gaming conference, obviously, an Electronics Expo. I assume there's going to be like a Halo, another Halo game shown, maybe just a demo of it. They did announce a Halo television show that I think Steven Spielberg's directing. I might have gotten that part wrong. Steven Spielberg was involved in some way, though. And it might be linked to a video game where it's kind of like episodic television linked to episodic gameplay. The reason I say this is because they demonstrated that exact concept, but not with Halo. But after they demonstrated live television shows linking up to video games, they then talked about a Halo television show with Steven Spielberg. So there's that, which I think would be pretty cool. Halo 4 was kind of fun. It stopped being enjoyable after a while because every weapon just got way out of fucking whack with the power balance, and it just ended up being a pissing contest between everything, and it just stopped being fun. And I stopped playing it, and I'm migrating hosts. So I guess in this time frame, I'll just keep talking. It did go well. The press conference went smoothly. There wasn't really any technological hiccups or anything like that. It seemed pretty cool. The Kinect can do a lot more. You can use gestures to go home instead of just voice controls. It's basically just that kind of stuff. Or the Kinect has like I guess more of a... The Kinect's got a lot creepier actually because it could detect your heart rate. It could show your muscles tense and stuff like that. It's really getting creepy. It's like almost like a HAL fucking 2000 thing like that, where it's getting to be where a single camera can detect your fucking vital functions and shit like that. It's getting a little weird to me. And my girlfriend was watching with me, and she's like, "Okay, next thing it's gonna say is it can also come to life and kill you in your sleep." It's stuff like that. It just gets it's the next generation of stuff, but it's a little scary with what it can do, and you can really be, I guess, tracked by the Kinect. They could record everything you do. I had a Kinect. I actually sold mine so I could buy this capture card in tandem with selling some used textbooks I had. And I like the Kinect, but I mean, I play my Xbox in my underwear, and I don't want it recording me, in my boxers, just fucking playing Xbox. So there was that aspect of it. Oh, okay, I'll kill you first. Oh, I guess not. I'll kill you first. Ah, fuck, I didn't do it. I killed neither of them. Anyway, the Xbox looks pretty nice. It looks pretty fun. They didn't say the release date. They just said, you know, later this year. I assume it's going to be around Christmas, because that's usually when consoles and stuff like that come out. They really, like I said before, they didn't show any games. They did show Call of Duty Ghosts, which should be really retitled Call of Duty Ghosts, Dogs, and Water. Because the entire fucking Call of Duty thing was just them being underwater. There was submarines, there was not submarines, there was just whole types of fucking water things. I don't know what the hell the deal with that was. And then your new partner's a dog. That's the way they're spicing up the series. You get a dog, I guess, partner to go with you. And my friend called it. He said, you know, the dog's gonna die, and it's gonna be dramatic. And I completely agree, and that's gonna be the plot twist. Bigger plot twist is probably So McTavish is the dog. Yeah, that's a fucking joke. Please don't take me seriously on that, because there's a bunch of idiots on the internet, and please don't be one of them. But I really don't have much to say about the Xbox, because they really didn't announce too much with it. I mean, they showed it looks like this. They didn't say what kind of processor it has, but they did say it has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Oh! It does have 8 gig... Ah, fuck. It does have 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty good. And the processor, I assume, is pretty good, because I've heard that it can stream in 4K, which is going to be the next, honestly, the next, you know, video resolution we go to after 1080p. I mean, there used to be a lot of 4K monitors before 1080p became a standard. Now, anything over 1080p costs fucking monster buco bucks, I guess is, you know, a good term. But the fact that it could stream in 480p, I mean, 480p, well, it could do that too, 4K, or the possibility of 4K is pretty fantastic. There's also the whole, you could actually, there is game recording again, you know, you could record your own games and stream them yourself. That really wasn't a key point though, like they didn't stress it, they mentioned it, but they didn't really go too in depth, which I liked about it, because, you know, it's not too big of a topic, honestly. I like the way they kind of handled it, where everything I mean, except for, you know, there's obviously the stuff they tried to spoon feed you, where as soon as they did something they thought was cool, it's like, okay, let me do it again. But after they did that, I mean, most of it wasn't spoon-fed. It's like, okay, if you caught this, it's cool. If you didn't, you didn't miss much. It's not an important part of the Xbox, but it's there. Ah, wow. Okay. The Xbox apparently has USB 3.0 ports, HDMI out, HDMI in, and it somehow connects to the Kinect, obviously. But they really didn't go too much in depth into the ports it has. They said what it has, but they don't show where it is. They showed like the back panel, but they didn't really label too much. Or haven't seen like the high resolution images that they're probably going to release fairly soon. Oh wow. Ah, you kidding me? Yeah, they didn't show much of that. I really hope they don't like milk Halo 5 or Gran Turismo 5 or whatever the fuck it is. Because they're just making racing games and they're trying to stress that point. And they did show that carbon fiber detail like they tried to do with the PlayStation 4. The guy was really excited about cars, where he probably had sex with fucking cars. But it went well. I don't know how to describe it. They didn't over exaggerate much, and it wasn't too spoon fed, which is kind of what I like about it. I'll kill this guy. It went well. I really don't know how to describe it other than that. If you didn't watch it, you didn't really miss too much. I mean, there's probably, you know, videos of it on the internet already. Other than that, I really don't know what to say about it. I don't know, I'm at a loss for words. It looked great. I mean, I was originally planning not buying it immediately, and they didn't, you know, tell what the price point was. So I'm not going to go and buy it immediately. But I will say, because of what it can do, I'm going to buy it a lot sooner. I didn't think it would be as good as it was. I mean, it kind of lived up to all the rumors, and that's rare for something to do nowadays. Other than that, it's not backwards compatible, which kind of sucks. So, I mean, I'm going to keep my 360 regardless. It's not backwards compatible because of the chip architecture, which means if they wanted to make better games, they wouldn't be able to use the same, I guess, coding patterns and stuff like that. So it makes sense. I'm not angry about that. Yeah, my health was too low for that. And that's the game. 33-11. Wow. So that's just a quick talk about the Xbox One. I just wanted to rant about it. Tell me what you guys think about it, if you think it's, you know, worth it. I don't know. They didn't tell how much it was. I'm assuming it's going to be like $400, maybe $500 because the Kinect's included and stuff like that. It also has built-in Wi-Fi, which is about fucking time. I mean, the new Xboxes have that, but my old Xbox still has that little goddamn dongle taking up one of my USB ports that I only have like 3 of. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Yeah, comment down below. I want to know what you guys think about the Xbox One. I kind of like it. I'm gonna buy it maybe a month or two sooner than I thought, or originally, planned on, because it seems pretty solid. And honestly, the reason I'm gonna just say this right now. I'm not playing anymore another game, but the reason I'm getting it is because of the live TV, because it's a game console, and because I can play Blu-rays. Right now in my room, I don't have a cable box, but I wanted to get one for my Verizon Fios. So I'm gonna use the Xbox as a big, all-in-one kind of system. That's because I have a Blu-ray player, I have my Xbox 360, and then I would have a cable box. Instead of having those three things and all these fucking mess of wires that I have jumbled around, I'll just use the Xbox One, which makes a lot of sense. I'll still have my Xbox 360, but maybe I'll stand it on the side instead of having it under my little shelf thing that I have in my room. So that's, I guess, my reasoning for liking the Xbox One. They really haven't gotten into the game, so I can't say much about it. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Thank you for watching.